All right, we are back on page 307. Same example one as before, same problem. I just have a copy down here. We can see that it deals with direct variation, but we're going to try this new method. Now, with the new method, I want to take my direct variation equation and I want to isolate or solve for k and then use substitution. I'm not even going to ever find out what k is, but I'm going to be able to solve the problem. All right, so let's go to the board here. And we know that direct variation is indicated by y equals kx. Now, if I isolate or solve for k, divide both sides by x. That means that k equals y over x. Simple enough. If I turn this k into a y over x, that means that y over x equals y over x. Now, in this particular problem, they're not saying y's and x's. They're saying the distance a freight train travels varies directly as the time traveled. So distance varies directly with time. So again, if I isolate k, this time I will have k equals d over t. So I'm going to substitute and I'm going to solve d over t equals d over t. Now my distance initially given is 50 miles in 2 hours. How far will it travel in 7 hours at the same rate? So I'm looking for d when I'm at 7 hours. Now I can just cross multiply and solve, which would give me 350 equals 2d. D equals 175. So this train could travel 175 miles in the 7 hours, just like it traveled 50 miles in the 2 hours. Now, I know when we first did example 1, you solved for k, you found the constant of variation was 25. In this problem, I don't technically know the constant of variation, but it never asked for it. I did find the distance. Just an alternate way to do same problem. Let's look at the next one together. All right, now I'm on page 308. Same example 2 as before. We were dealing with inverse variation. So let's do the same thing again. All right, we have inverse variation is y equals k over x. But I want to isolate k. So I'm going to multiply both sides by x. And I'm going to get the k equals xy. Substitute in, replace my k with an xy. So that means that xy equals xy. Makes sense. Now they're using different variables here. It says that q varies inversely with n. So let me use the different letters just to make this more clear. So if q varies inversely with n, when I isolate k, I would actually have k equals q times n, which means q times n equals q times n. Now let's see. It says if q is 18 when n is 8, find n if q is 20. So now I have this problem. What is 18 times 8? Let's check this out here. 18 times 8 is 144. 144 equals 20n. Divide by 20, divide by 20. N equals, divide by 20, 7.2. There you have it. It's kind of a cool, quick way to do the problem. Now I know, again, just like before, I didn't find the constant of variation. I kind of did, if you can tell it's the 144, but I didn't exactly directly find it. I just went right to using the method by isolating k, substituting, going right to find my new value. So, Bobby, you can solve these problems either way. If you want to find the constant of proportionality, sometimes you're going to have to. The book's going to ask for it directly. In other cases, if you just want to find the new value using direct variation, inverse variation, you can go for it this way or the first way. But I did want to show you both. Have an awesome night. If you have any questions, especially before you do your assignment, please do not hesitate to message me. Talk to you soon.